Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Sawickipedia. In this one we're going to be looking at the Xiaomi SmartMi toilet seat slash bidet. So it's a smart toilet seat, it's heated and also has a bidet function. This one was bought from an Australian seller, so it does come with an English translation for the control panel. I've already opened it up to have a look, so here it is here. You can see all the English translation because on the actual toilet seat it's all in Chinese. Let's just open it up. So there's a little template. This will come in handy in the install part, which we'll look at soon. Instruction manual. So once again, all Chinese in here, but the seller that we bought it through does provide an English version of the instruction manual, so we'll have a look at that soon, maybe in the install. This is just a little hose to hook it up, and this is your water filter slash adapter. So one part will connect to the water supply, and then you've got an output for the toilet itself and an output for the bidet toilet seat. Let's have a look further in the box. So in here is the actual seat along with the power supply. So we've got the power supply cable. This one obviously has an Australian plug on it. Normally they're going to come with a Chinese plug. You can see the little bidet part there. And over here you can see the control panel, so it is all in Chinese. Apart from that, the only other things in the box is a bit of packaging, and that's it. So it looks like we've got everything we need to get started, so we'll move on to the install, which is coming up just now. Okay, so here we are. I've chosen the ensuite as the install location, mainly because A, it's not the main bathroom, so your guests won't freak out when they find a bidet and not know what to do with it. You don't have to teach them how to use your toilet. And B, because it has a power point close by, so it's going to make the install much easier because you do need a power point for these things. First thing to do is take off the original toilet seat. And what you'll need to look for is behind here. There's a couple of little things that you'll need to loosen up. Should come out fairly easily. The old seat should come off. Ew. Give that a quick clean. Right, so we're ready to put the new one on. The other thing I overlooked in the last bit of the video is the little install pieces. They'll be hidden in the foam in the box, so you definitely need them. Okay, so next thing is to grab the two rubber anchors and insert them into the existing holes in your toilet bowl. And then after that, grab the template and line that up around the rubber anchors. This little flap at the front helps you line up the front of the bowl, so that flap needs to sit on the edge of the bowl. Okay, so sorry about that random pause. I actually had to trim down the rubber grommets just to get them through the holes in the bowl. But now that that's done, we can attach the mounting bracket. So you'll need this piece here, which I'll just show you. So it'll usually be already attached to the toilet seat. The way you get it off is just to push the button on the side. It'll just come straight out. So once you've got that, just get a bit closer. You need to take the screws and the washers that were on those grommets and these two little brackets that you'll also find in the little bag of goodies. Position this that way. And then these little brackets will face downwards, so metal side is down. No, actually, sorry. Metal side is up. And the washer needs to sit between the grommet and the bracket. Same on the other side. And then just tighten them up. Not too much just yet. Now, keeping that in the bowl, this template should sit around the plastic part, so it should line up fairly well while still having that tab sitting down in the bowl. So once you're happy with that, which we pretty much are, tighten this down. It doesn't have to be too tight, as long as it's tight enough so that the bracket doesn't move. And put the toilet seat on. So you can see here there's a bunch of slots that line up. With any luck, it'll just push back onto them, click in. So it is pretty heavy. You can see that it still has a bit of play to it, but nice. Soft closing. Next part is to hook up the plumbing side of things, so we'll move along to that. Alright, so onto the plumbing. First thing you want to do is grab yourself a little bowl and a towel, because you will spill a little bit of water. Make sure your water supply is turned off, and then loosen up the hose. Finally. grab the new piece. So the metal part here goes on the existing tap. Just tighten that up. Cool. Okay. So the front connector goes to the cistern on your toilet. Just make sure this hose isn't twisted too much, because they tend to break if you twist them around too much. Tighten that up in a sec. And then the other end connects to your toilet seat. So this part here basically just hooks into that with a good push. And then there's a little clip that goes over that. So this part here and this one here. And then obviously this end hooks up to the toilet seat. Same deal, it's got another clip that you just got to clip on. Alright, that's it. Last thing we need to do, turn the water supply on, check for any leaks. Plug it in, of course. Goes up the other way because everything's backwards. And then try it out. Thanks for watching this. So that's the install and the unboxing. We're going to come back in a minute when it's all tidied up. And, well, actually we're going to come back in a couple of weeks and try and do a review. Should be fun. We'll see you then. Thanks for watching this Sawickipedia. As always, you can hit the like button if this has helped you out. You can subscribe. Better change this over. And leave me a comment down below. Thanks again.